Hey there, all KYC members and interested onlookers. There's a few events coming up on the KYC agenda, so I've got my notes from Commodore Ian here. The first thing is AGM. That's on Tuesday, the 11th of August, starting at 7. If you could get there a bit earlier, please make sure you put it in the calendar. There's a fair bit happening with the club and some few improvements and changes and what have you, and it's a good time to go there and catch up. Make your contributions. It is your club. If you want things to happen a certain way, if you've got any ideas for improvements, this is the place to get those ideas out there. Ian's made a note here. Sadly, much of the work at the club is left to far too few people. However, the new committee is set to take over to help keep the club moving forward and make sure that you get there for the AGM to find out what's going on. And it is really important from my perspective, to remember that this is your club, and the more people that can contribute and lighten the load, the better it gets. It's really difficult for the few people who always seem to be left holding the bag to get things done. This year there's going to be a volunteer coordinator. She's going to become your best friend. Her name is Jen Birch. You'd know her from the yacht club, probably behind the bar. And the next club event is a Discover Sailing keelboat start crewing course, and that's on Saturday the 15th of August and Saturday the 22nd of August. These courses have become very, very popular, and they're really providing a steady stream of new members for the club, and also crew members available for skippers to boost their numbers on the water. There's quite a few skippers that always seem to be short of crew, so these courses are really helping to overcome that issue and getting more people on the water to enjoy this fantastic sport that we all enjoy. Also, the Cruising Yacht Club of Tasmania has invited all KYC boats and members to join them over at Quarantine Bay on Saturday the 15th of August. From about 4 o'clock in the afternoon to join their Glühwein. I had to Google. It's spelt Gluhwein, and I had no idea how to pronounce it. So I did the old Google thing, and it's pronounced Glühwein. So I hope Google was correct. And it's a simple concept. Head ashore at the Quarantine pontoon, sit around a fire and sip the Glühwein. You can bring your own Glühwein recipe to mix up there and share. It's a fun afternoon. Always seems to get even funnier as the afternoon progresses. So, I'm not sure what's in it, but it obviously, whatever is in it, makes the afternoon more fun as it progresses. So that could be a good thing to join in. Next up on Sunday, August 16, starting at 10 a.m. is the Ladies Skippers Race. And that's the popular, it's been requested, if you like, popular demand. And so we want to fill that gap between now and the start of the twilight racing. And so the Ladies Skippers Race is on Sunday, the 16th of August. And you can come along to the club after the race. The bar will be open for a couple of hours. Prizes will be awarded. It's a two-sail race like twilights, so no spinnakers, and all boats must have a female skipper. The crew can be whoever, but the whole race needs to be helmed by a female skipper. We also, at this point, because Principal Race Officer Greg Hawthorne is away on that weekend, so we need some volunteers to man the committee boat on that day. If you could reach out to Ian to say you are available. The first working bee of the year is being conducted on the 6th of September. So I hope, as I'm saying this, you are wildly writing things down in your calendar to make sure you're available to participate. So that'll be Sunday the 16th, 9 till midday, but normally we finish a little bit earlier. Depends how many people turn up. When we get a good crowd, we get a hell of a lot done in a very short amount of time. So please make sure you stick that in your calendar. There's heaps of gardening, bit of touch-up painting, gutter cleaning, general maintenance. We've got to repair the lock on the storage area, that storage container that's at the head of the car park. We need to do a deep clean of the barbecue area and what have you. That's really important. So if you can jump in there to help with that, because we've got to make that sparkle, because the council inspection is nigh, and so we need to make sure that looks sexy for when it gets inspected, so we can maintain our certification to serve the food out of the barbecue area. The reason for the working bee, obviously, is to prepare the club for pipe opener, but just the normal maintenance. The pipe opener is on the 18th, 19th and 20th of September. One of the significant tasks ahead of that series is to move all of the club boats from the hard stand over into the Marina car park and tidy up that area. So the club needs some volunteers for this event to set up marquees, run the start boat, staff the barbecue for breakfast on Saturday and Sunday. It's a big weekend, and all club members will need to step up. We're having a big party on the Saturday night. There'll be food bands, band. It's all lined up. Also need volunteers to run the bar that night and help clean up the next day. Put everything back. So if you're not sailing, still put it in your calendar to come down and support the club by helping set up, run it and pack up if you can. Also, members will have noticed that the roller door at the end of the clubhouse has been removed and the wall's been reinstated, making the club far more usable in that little bottom corner there. And they've also acquired a new bar fridge. The old one died. It's had enough. It always sounded like it had the death rattles, but it finally gave up the ghost, and so there's a new bar fridge, bigger one. We'll be able to put more in it. And also work is about to begin, drum roll, on installing the pontoon near the boat ramp. So that's going to be a little bit exciting. So stay tuned for more updates as the sailing season draws near. But please, please, please make sure you put all of those dates in your calendar, particularly the AGM. Get in there and listen to what's going on and ask your questions and give your contributions. Many hands make light work, as they say. That's it for this video. Talk to you in the next one. Bye for now.